Geek Dad Life presents Toy Geeks, a live toy talk show. Tonight we're going to talk about our predictions for Hasbro PulseCon 2023. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Toy Geeks. My name is Jay, and for the first time ever on this, in Toy Geeks, is my good friend Jonathan from Nostalgia Unboxed. Hello, how are you?
Hi. You know what? I just looked back, and we have known each other since March 17th in real life.
Yeah, for realsies.
And this is the first time you've had me on your show. So
wait, hold, no, time out. Okay, here's the thing. I think I've asked you a few times, and each time I'm like, "Oh, I'm busy. I can't tonight." So don't even. We gotta check the texts. We gotta check the texts on that because I feel like I'm being thrown under the bus.
Yes, and I'm driving
it. Jonathan, it's weird having like another John on this show, though. To be honest.
Well, whatever feels good. If you want to call me John, and I'll just pretend like I own a shop.
No, I can't do that.
You know, some people came in the shop today, and it was. Oh, I'll do your voice. People came into the shop today.
That's
and,
not what I sound like.
Joke. No, that's the joke voice you.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah. That's pretty good. Yeah. But anyways, Johnny Nostalgia in the house for the first time ever. So really excited to have you here, my friend.
I know.
We hung out at the toy show yesterday for a little bit, which was nice. And I bought a lot of stuff this weekend, but that'll be an after dark. I bought too much stuff this weekend.
From the show?
From the show, yeah. I got boxes. I'll show the thumbnail.
Did your son help you out today?
No, he got in trouble. So he couldn't come help me out today. So
it
was his loss. Got in trouble with mommy. Okay, anyway, we got a lot to cover tonight because we got PulseCon is coming up this Friday, which I gotta be completely honest, we talked about this episode yesterday, and I was like, I don't know what the main topic will be. I don't know. And then a friend of the channel reached out to me tonight saying, hey, like if you're talking about this, I can come on and chat about it for a second. And I was like, yes, there we go. That's going to be our main topic tonight, PulseCon predictions, because usually every year we'll do before the PulseCon, we'll talk about PulseCon predictions. So we'll do that. We have a special guest, though, joining us for the start of that. Really excited about that. So be on look. Jonathan's not happy about it. He's like, coming on my time.
That's right.
So we'll start with that. We've got big crowdfunds going on right now. Last day of the Cat's Lair. We'll check in on that. We've got the Hasbro Pulse Haslab Giant Man going on right now. So we'll see how that one's going. And yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff we got to talk about.
There is. And you know me and my love for Hasbro, so this is the best time I could have ever been on here.
It's very true. All right, let's say hello to the chat. It is hopping as always. So we got Hung Wen here, Joe O'Toole, Toy Art, Wages of Cine, Mike Mahone, Comics, Damien. Oh, look, you're in the chat. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Dora Laxian is here. Too Bad Dad, Cone Killer Confuser, Jeff White is here, Larry's Geeky World, Tony Taponi, Dartherian in the house, Damien Ristori, Derek Uva is here, Boo Cat. I'm glad to know that you're half asleep. That's great. Wheel Joker is here. Dora Laxian, Mike. I'll do him again. Two Guys Talking Toys. Riley Bob is here. Mecha Man, Blade, Make Mine, Marvel Legends, Puck Toys, Jim Cradle Toys, Sorceress is here. Daryl Robinson, S.A. Damian, Rabbit McGavin, Matt Bush in the house. S.A. is here. Cone Killer Confuser, Christopher. So many people. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight with us here. Okay. So PulseCon is happening.
It is.
Yeah. Are you excited for any orders? Maybe
check your pulse for PulseCon, baby, because it's racing.
Well, I'm excited for it. And what's really cool this year is
finally.
No, I've enjoyed all of them. To be like, since the pandemic, I've enjoyed them all. It's only one day this year, but I was really pumped last week when in the promotion for it, I saw a familiar face, friend of the channel, past and future guest, Dan Larson is going to be one of the hosts of the thing. And I don't know. I was just really pumped. I mean, Thu is also going to be there as well. Another famous like more Transformers focused toy tuber. But yeah, I was just like, yeah, Dan's going to be there. So, have you watched the previous ones, Jonathan?
Of PulseCons?
Yeah.
I am certain I watched it last year. Was that when they really showed off the Proton Pack and had all the little...
That was 2 years ago, but yeah.
No.
Proton Pack was 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure.
They whatever. There was definitely something last year because I started doing all this last year. I think they showed like how it worked and stuff. They were like, you can take the thing off and you can do this, and it comes with all the little marshmallow boys.
Maybe you're probably right, but anyway, but they've always had kind of like
the Vengeance. Was the Vengeance announced?
No, that was like before it, I think.
Well, then I don't know nothing.
But they've always had kind of like hired personalities and like stars and stuff like that, like actors or something, but now they've got like legit toy tubers hosting the thing, so it's really exciting. And he's in the green room right now.
Oh,
our special guest, it's none other than Dan Larson. I can't believe he even like has time to talk to us. He's got to be like stressing out, preparing.
Let him in.
Let's welcome Dan Larson. Hello, good sir.
Oh my God. I saluted him and I thought he was about to cut me.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, we have the same lamp.
I didn't have a chance to make sure I looked good before I came on here. So
Thank you.
I feel good. At least it appears to be that you and I have the same lamp.
I think it's from Walmart. So,
well, Amazon, but same stuff.
I'm sure it came from the same place on the other end. Yeah, absolutely.
Dan, I gotta admit, I was like in total shock. I was like, this is such a coup to get you. I mean, like, walk us through this. Like, how did this happen?
So you saw PulseCon last year, and Thu Adams, who, for those who aren't familiar, Thu, I've heard some weird pronunciations of his name lately.
Yeah, how do you pronounce it?
It's short for Matthew. His name is Matthew Adams.
Thu.
So
Thu.
Just cut the Matt off. It's Thu. It's just Thu Adams.
Okay.
Whoa.
Thu. Now I know.
So yeah, it's nothing exotic or anything. It's just
going by Onathan.
I think he'd be Than in that case.
Yes, Than.
One syllable. You got to go Prince. Easier way to do it. But so if you watched last year, Thu did the pre-show.
Yes.
So there was like a little half-hour pre-show thing, and he was the host for that. And
it was fun.
To Hollywood or wherever the studio was, and he did the pre-show, and then just into the actual live show that was hosted by the guy from Holes or whatever. I don't remember.
Yes, that guy. Yeah.
And then we all watched, his interaction with the CGI.
Yeah, how much interaction with CGI robots are you going to have? Do you know yet?
I don't know. We'll find out this week. We got rehearsal this week, and then PulseCon is on Friday. So they reached out to me, and it was hey, this seemed like it worked last year. We want to incorporate more with Thu, and you were next on the list. So are you interested? Yes, I am.
That's cool.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's not gonna be like you zooming in. You're actually gonna like be there.
Yeah. No, we will both be live in studio, and in fact, I don't know if it's gonna be live.
Whoa, it's not like pre-record?
No.
Oh,
so there will be some segments that are pre-recorded, but it's a live event. One of the things that they're pushing for this one, and you'll see it in the promotional spots that come out this week leading up to it, is live interaction with the audience. So there's going to be trivia. Obviously, we're going to be doing chat call outs. I'm not going to be selecting those, so don't try to butter me up or anything. I'm sure they're going to have somebody picking that stuff. And then there's also going to be sort of a gauging the pulse of the community interaction, and I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, that's neato.
Yeah.
All right, that's exciting. Are you nervous with it being live or anything? Like that's I'm kind of stressed for you, to be honest.
I appreciate that.
But you are also live right now, so
this is true. And honestly, I don't know if there's going to be a much bigger audience than this anyway. I mean, you draw a pretty big crowd, so. You know what? I've done live panels, and that's where the people are actually like in front of you, and you can see their reactions. You can see them yawning if they're actually getting bored. You're like, I gotta pull something out, make this funny or something real quick. But it's going to be a lot of fun people. It's going to be me and Thu. There's the rest, as far as I understand it, the rest of the Hasbro crew is going to be there as well. So we're going to get to hang out with Emily and people. So it's going to be a real crazy vibe in that place,
Yeah. So that's gonna be awesome though, just because I got to chat with Emily at Comic-Con this year, and I mean really all of the teams, like the Marvel team, like they're all, that should be a ton of fun.
Yeah. I've never met any of them, so it'll be a trip. I've talked to Dan Yun, I've talked to some other people on the other teams, but I've never had the chance to actually meet them, say hi, thank them in person, and then do a show. Should be fun.
Okay. All right. I know it's not fair to ask of you of any predictions or anything, but I guess I don't do. Okay, here's my question: Have they guaranteed you a sweet swag bag before you leave, or are you just gonna make your own?
Obviously there's been conversation about we'll send you home with toys and figures and whatever. Last year, like I said, Thu did the pre-show last year, and
what did he get? Did he tell you? Do we know?
Well, no. If you go check whatever video he posted right after PulseCon, actually I think it was like 2 months later because he's out of the UK and they had to ship all the stuff over to him. So he got they sent him a whole box of Transformers and stuff. So I'm sure it'll be the same kind of thing. I just I hope it's not. I'm looking at my shelves over here. I'm hoping it's not all stuff that I already have. If anything, I hope it's stuff that I have on pre-order so I can cancel my pre-orders.
Is there something that's not a prediction, but something that you personally would just love to see, and if not just see, but be the one to like present it for everybody?
So here's my this is not a prediction. I don't know anything. They have not told us anything. I have not seen anything. This shirt I'm wearing here just happens to actually have 4 Hasbro brands on it. I realized that the other day because it's got Warduke, Snake Eyes, Matt Tracker, and Boba Fett. You can't see it on this, but I was thinking, just from a purely fan sense, like what would actually get me excited? What would blow me away if I saw this on? And what do I think is not actually happening? So it's a safe prediction. I would love to see them do another wave of the cartoon related D&D figures.
Yeah.
And roll out an animated style Warduke.
Ooh.
That would be cool with me.
Yeah.
I don't think that's happening. So
and since it's live, and it gets close to the end of the night, and then you're like kind of chatting, you're like, hey, I really thought you guys were going to do this cartoon wave because I was really wanting this cartoon Warduke. Is it not happening? And somebody goes, no. Will you promise us right now to everybody that you'll just leave?
Oh, sure, yeah. Just walk right off. Yeah. Nail me my check. I'm out of here. I told those guys on Geek Dad Life.
Flip whatever table you got.
I know where my bread's buttered.
No, but I mean, animated Warduke would be huge, but you're probably right. I feel like that is same as like Indiana Jones or Ghostbusters. They'll do something that big if there's a movie or something. That's when they'll put on a shelf and then bring back out for a movie.
Who knows?
That would be my guess.
I don't know. I don't know how. I think a lot of people were disappointed with the QC on that first.
My wave, they broke. I was like,
I saw the reviews and stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna probably hold off on these until I see them super cheaper, and then I just didn't get them. But there's other Wardukes out there, so if they can do a Warduke, I'd love to see them do a Warduke.
Yeah, absolutely. Just quick couple of super chats here. I know you got to leave in a second, Dan, but from here on out, Johnny Nostalgia shall be known as Than. Jonathan, Thin.
Than. Yeah, there you go.
Thin. I don't make the rules. Thank you, Ryan, for $5 super chat. And then Ryan Dole, $5 super chat, Canadian. Get that Dan and Pam team up we've always dreamed of.
Nice.
I hope Pam's there. She's been AWOL. We haven't seen Pam in a while, I feel like. But yeah, I think there's a lot of like older properties like Mask as well. I know people are clamoring for Mask, and they had Mask at the Vault store at Comic-Con this year.
They showed off that Crystar as part of Marvel Legends, and I would love to know what else is in that wave.
Yep. All right, but Dan, not to take too much more of your time, but any final thoughts about the thing or anything you want people to be pumped?
Hey, just check it out. This year, I mean, I'm sure you were probably as surprised as I was to see. Last year it was like a 2-day event, and there was like musical performances and all kinds of other stuff. And what they did, what they told me was they listened to the fans, and they said, the fans, all the fans want is show us them toys.
Yeah.
That's all we want. We don't need to be wined and dined. Just show us the new releases. Let me know what I'm going to be ordering for the next 2 years, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's what they did. They said, let's get some real representatives from the community. That's Stu, that's me. Let's put them out there and just get people in. Let's stop wasting their time. Show them the toys and just be done with it. So for those that don't know, Friday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern time. And then, you know, obviously it'll be on.
That's the thing that shocks me.
It's
Truly live. I thought you were going to
yeah.
pre-tape this stuff.
It's live. Yeah. 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 You want some hand signal or something? So, you know, I'm like, see, it's live.
Just the double thumbs.
Yeah.
Give us the middle finger.
No gang signs, right?
Yeah, no, I mean it's fun. Those things are done. My favorite was Tenacious D. I think did theirs. Was Tenacious D did one,
that was
right?
like 3 or 4 years. Was that the first one? Because
maybe
wasn't like John Cena in a Bumblebee costume or something. And
yeah.
I think that was the first one, because that was the first time they were like, oh, we can do this virtually. We can do this online. We don't actually have to have an, you know, HasCon. I was at the only HasCon that's ever happened. I was at HasCon. So I saw how that all rolled out, and then pandemic happened, and they said, let's just do it online from now on. And so it's just been online ever since.
I'm excited for it. Again, super happy for you, super proud. Like this is like, I feel like, yes, it's our people representing us. So it's really exciting, man. Really happy for you. It's gonna be awesome.
Right. Awesome. Cool. Yeah. Everybody tune in. Thanks.
Yeah. And then before you go though, you're jumping in for John on our Halloween episode, October 29th. People be ready.
I'll be there.
The Larson will be here. But Dan, thank you so much for taking some time to chat with us about it. Look forward to seeing you live on Friday.
All right.
I'm not nervous. You shouldn't be nervous.
No, it's gonna be nervous. I'm gonna be like sky high. If anything, they're gonna have to be, Dan, can you bring it down a little? And the energy's all over the place.
Oh man. All right, Dan. Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Have a good night,
See you
sir.
Friday. All right.
Bye.
Finally, he's gone.
No, stop it. No, I'm so pumped for him. That's gonna be it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, people might finally know who he is. No, I'm just kidding. He's crushing it. I'm joking. Obviously, he's like crushing it, making these videos that I watch.
He's like he's one of the few that have like gone stratospheric. You know,
well, he dipped his toes in this realm. But then he jumped in head first or something, and now he's playing in a lot more than just toys. So he gets to do a lot. He gets to do a lot. Good for him.
And great stuff as well. Allison Troy, wait, why is Jonathan still here?
Yeah, I think he got the things backwards. It was supposed to be Dan the whole time and me for 10 minutes.
All right, so. Jonathan, I know you're not a big Hasbro fan, so this will be fun to kind of hear your predictions on some of the...
Yeah, it's funny because when I first started collecting last year and then started getting some Hasbro stuff, and I was loving what I was getting, and then it was just kind of like this slowly dying in my hands kind of thing. But there's stuff that I'm still excited about. I'm so excited that I had to get rid of the EX because I didn't have time to say it, but I do have time to explain it.
Let's start with let's go property by property.
Go.
So Star Wars, how big are you on Star Wars?
I love Star Wars.
Have you been watching Ahsoka at all?
Yes.
Okay. Here's my bold prediction for Star Wars. My prediction is we all want every single one of these characters.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get maybe 4. So, out of this list, I thought it'd be fun that we both pick out what do we think maybe the 4 characters will actually get.
I thought they already announced some stuff from here.
Maybe they have, but the other ones they haven't yet. I actually stole this from Ryan Dole, who's laughing right now. I stole it from our group chat. But and I'm gonna say I don't care about Black Series. I don't. I'm a TVC guy. I want 3 3/4 inch. So what do we think will actually arrive? Do you want me to go first? Or do you want you to go first?
I don't remember all of their names, and I guess I could just make my screen bigger to read them. I don't
think they show the names. So you're fine.
You say all like named Ahsoka. So I'm gonna say Ahsoka and Ahsoka. No, what I think we will get versus what I want them to
Yeah,
make.
sure. You can do like what you think and what we want.
Because I already know that they're making the top 3 girls, which they need, obviously.
Yep. That was for Comic-Con. I think they showed those off.
They're making Bad Boy Double Sword Man with the helmet. They already showed that guy. And then the evil lady with the hair pulled back.
Yep.
They're making her. I don't recall if they're making Bearded Dude, but
Morgan Elsbeth. We don't have a Lord Balin yet. No.
It's Bearded Dude. I don't know what the hell you just said.
Lord Balin.
But both of the evil peeps. Okay, so the evil chick with the hood, because she's awesome. We need to get both of them. If they don't already have that on the list, those are going to be number 1, number 2. They need to make that. From my perspective.
Yeah,
big Hasbro boy. And then I assume the little cat thing.
The loaf cat. That could be an accessory.
Yeah, he's gonna come probably with what's her face? This is so
Sabine Wren.
Sabine, I know that. Yeah, I assume he would come with her, which would make sense. So how far have I gone? I only named 2, and this is the 15-minute.
No, you got Lord Balin and the other his apprentice. I don't know her name.
The other 2 that I want to make them to make, because we already have what's her face in the bottom left.
Yeah, Mon Mothma.
Jesus, what's with?
Wait, I don't think we've gotten Mon Mothma yet, have we?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because of she was made with the This is so bad.
You're doing great. You're doing great,
the
sweetie.
Other show she was
Andor.
Andor, yes.
But I don't think they made it. Did they make a 3 3/4 inch one of her for Andor? I don't think so.
About 3 3/4. I'm not. That's not even on my brain.
Hold on here. We got Paul Galliano. Jay, I'm under NDA, but I will say there's going to be a new type of never before seen army build that be coming from this show.
Oh, so a bunch of robots. The evil
I guess we got Mon Mothma and Andorland, but we didn't get her as Senate leader, chancellor.
Yeah. So I apologize if you're talking about 3 3/4. It still applies here, but I was talking Black Series. I guess my answer applies either way. I think we definitely need a young Ahsoka and the dude, the pilot,
Carson Teva.
Yeah, we need those 2 people because they're less likely to get figures made as characters wise, and I think the actors deserve it because they both crushed it.
Well, especially Carson Teva because he's been in every live action Star Wars series so far.
Yeah.
And he's a fan favorite. He's also a fellow toy tuber in his own right. And I feel like we need a Carson Teva action figure. And maybe that's it, Brian Rick. Yeah, maybe it's the Carson Teva army builder. So we're gonna know.
I like it.
But for me, did you watch this last week's Ahsoka? Spoiler alert. I want the young Ahsoka and the Clone Wars Hayden Christensen and Anakin. I want it. I need it.
Yeah, I think those are like well, at least the Anakin one is like a definite. Like they'll definitely make that.
I hope so. That's my problem with Star Wars, or Hasbro Star Wars, is you want these things to happen, and it takes like 3 years. I mean, if you think about it, Rebels, it took a Haslab and throwing in all of the Rebels characters to finally get the team in TVC scale.
Yeah, that's true. It's a super weird. It's super weird, man. Like I see it with the Spider-Man stuff, like coming out way after the movies, like the 3-pack with Marvel Legends. It's just like, okay, well, that movie's long gone. I mean, you probably could have sold a lot more just because of the hype. Yeah. But now it's like, oh.
But, and again, I don't blame Hasbro so much for this. It seems like a Lucasfilm thing. But it's frustrating. Post the J.J. Abrams, nothing can be no spoilers, not even an inkling of a spoiler. Star Wars has lost its charm of like going out and buying characters like before the movie comes out or before the show comes out. It's just not that right now.
Right.
Brad Brooks, great call out there. We needed Ahsoka the White. As she, left the world between worlds, she had her more white garb, she kind of came out purified, clean. I don't know. Happy.
I like purified queen.
purified queen.
Yeah,
she has shedded her Anakin burdens. But yeah, I think. But I would love Jason as well. Really, I just want all of the characters from this show so far. I'm loving the hell out of it. And the problem is though, is we'll get like 3 or 4.
Well, I hope not. I mean, this show is like doing really well, so I think there should be some push because of that. Like I all the other shows I've not seen on social media, people just being like, "Oh, they've done it. Oh, it's so perfect." Dave Finelli.
Dave Filoni. Filoni.
Yeah, I just wanted to play with that, not knowing names. Because somebody said I was like a dad trying to remember all the friends' names of the kids. Yeah. You know, the one friend with the Dave Scanoli. But I think it's doing so well that there's a lot of hype around it. It would be crazy not to. Then, like you said, with Rebels and stuff, people have been kind of clamoring for these things, and it'll be nice.
Yeah. Let's see. Reese and 88 from Book of Boba Fett. Book of Boba Fett was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And then you have to think we're gonna get a Thrawn, a live action Thrawn.
Right.
Which we haven't gotten yet. And in the show, spoiler, we haven't seen him yet. We glimpsed him in the trailer, so he's gonna show up at some point. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And then
I will say I thought for sure that Ezra was the knight with the double blade, and he was like some kind of like Tron Legacy scenario.
Yeah, a lot of us were thinking that. Yeah, like the was it Rinsler? Tron is Rinsler.
Yeah.
I think, but I kind of liked. Was like it's nothing. It's just smoke. Hashtag spoiler alert. Gray Fox, member for 13 months. Thank you for being a GDL family member. Doom Tough, $5 super chat. Since Super 7 is making all these big playsets, Hasbro has to up their game and give us a classified flag and terror drone. Holy moly. Do you want to move into GI Joe? Should we move into GI Joe?
Let's go, Joe.
Yo, Joe. Do you think we'll get any playsets or anything for Star Wars? I don't know. We just got a Haslab, so we get nothing in that realm?
No, definitely not. I mean, it would be a good time if there was a Ahsoka related thing, but no. I mean, because we just got the Ghost or whatever it's called.
But I want that Ahsoka ship. I want the Jedi Ahsoka
you might get like a little tiny one.
Yeah, they're making one of those, like whatever the hell they call that thing.
This is great. This is great.
I don't know.
This is why you don't. This is
what that the kids scale. Action Fleet. I think Action Fleet.
Oh no, I just meant like how they set them up like Hot Wheels kind of scenario. You just get all the vehicles, but like a
the little scale.
Yeah.
Gonna share our friends from Toy Habits because Toy Source is in the chat, but we'd share them anyway. But so Hasbro, GI Joe Classified, they showed a lot of renders at Comic-Con, and one of those, we have, and we talked about these already on the show. I don't want to linger on it too long, but we should see these as actual figures, not renders.
Good head sculpt.
And again, and we'll see how they translate to actual real life, which is exciting. Yeah. I love that Dan Larson's going to be there because we have the Dan Larson figure, Hawk, that's going to be dropping there. I hope there's a joke about that with Dan there.
Yeah.
I think the thing I am most excited to see is the Vamp should be. I would hope they have a classified Vamp ready to look at, like more close to production model.
Right.
Which and I hope to see a price. We had a lot of guessing on that on our post Comic-Con show. A lot of people were thinking $80 to $100.
Oh my God.
Jonathan, where would you like to see this thing priced?
Well, knowing that it's like $45 to get somebody with like an alligator, right?
Yes.
Right. So yeah, I think this thing, me being the big GI Joe guy, everybody knows that. Anybody in the chat, Toy Sorcerers, I know you guys know, you watch the channel, you know I'm big in this GI Joe business. I'd say that 75 would be the cheapest that they would probably list this thing just based on Hasbro stuff.
Yeah,
75's a lot.
And that to me feels cheap for
that's
them.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is like that's the
Yeah.
cheapest, and $75 is a lot of money, but $75 would be the cheapest that they would offer something like this for.
Yeah, yeah.
But would this be like a online exclusive Pulse?
No, I think it's supposed to be retail. I hope this is retail. The Pulse exclusive is going to be that His Tank 3-pack. I think.
Right. Which I actually do know because I watched your videos, believe it or not, at San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I was washing dishes and I couldn't turn it off. So
you can do skip.
Yeah, I'm like Siri. Hey Siri. It's the PlayStation. Damn it.
But yeah, I'm thinking it's $100, like $99.99.
Yeah. That actually has a good feeling to it. $99.99 specifically. Yeah. Which is kind of a bummer. But do you think it will sell well in retail with something that big, that pricey?
I think so.
Okay.
They'll either get clearance, so you can play clearance chicken on them,
right?
Or they'll sell out super fast, and it'll be stupid expensive to try and get them.
Yeah.
And
buy one. Target's got like a 90-day return policy or something stupid.
Yeah.
So buy it and return it if it goes clearance.
That's true.
I'd like to exchange it.
But for me, I would just forget. So that's why clearance chicken works a little bit better. I have so many. You probably saw some toys on my booth this week, and they were like things I bought meant to return and just forgot.
Oh.
That's probably the majority.
Or sometimes buying two of.
But I misspoke. It is the twins and the Baroness in red, the crimson.
That's what's exclusive. So not even the
I thought those 3 figures were going to be a part of that as well, but maybe not.
This is the 3-pack with the gold plates that you lift out. Is that what we're talking about?
When
you open the box and it looks like a bars of gold or something like that. Somebody let us know. I watched videos, but I wasn't even there. He was.
Quip clearance chicken. Click around and find out.
I like that. Click around and find out. Yeah, that's
nice. Alpha Magnus, $5 super chat. I finally got a cosplay booth at con. I'll be at Cleveland Gaming Class this weekend. Of course, it's during PulseCon. I need that crimson pack. Alpha, you just listen. You're gonna be doing your cosplay, but you're not doing that the whole time. Just take a second at 1 o'clock or whenever the exclusives go live, and get your orders in. Don't stress it. That's what I would say. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think. Okay, so this is what we know is coming. But do we think we'll get any? Because we still don't have a single classified Haslab in hand yet. We should be getting the His Tank soon. Do you think the classified team is going to tease their next Haslab, or is it too soon?
Look, I told you, everybody that watches the channel, they know that I know about these peeps, man. I call them my Has Bros. And if there's anything about classified people, they love to tease, man. It's like their whole thing. So we're going to be like, oh, we're going to cut to a break. But stay tuned, because up next, we've got some classified business to show you. And then it'll be like another 20 minutes. And you're like, stick around for that classified. And it's just like, they are always teasing me.
Chaz the Guru's in the chat. Vamp $80 or $85 with a crocodile. So there you go. You just knocked over your Mondo Jubilee, man.
Yeah, it's only $200.
Okay. Let's move on.
Oh God, I lost her soda pop.
Oh no, Marvel Legends.
Yeah. Okay.
Speaking of Jubilee,
now I'm listening.
They're in a weird spot, I feel like, because they already had their Haslab go live a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
I will say, and I know Dan and Ryan Ting either watched day of or after the fact this show. So if they're watching this tomorrow,
well, I'm sorry for everything I said.
I'm curious why they wouldn't have just held back or held on to the Giant Man for this show.
Unless they're showing something else off,
right? Yeah, like, and maybe I shouldn't be getting people's hopes up or anything, but if I was in charge, if I was king for the day, King Hasbro himself, I would have maybe held back the Giant Man to be a part of this show, because you can get more. I think you get more, excitement around.
Yeah, you get more excitement around Giant Man. So you're saying that like you would hold off, and Giant Man, that's the thing, because there's nothing else. I'm thinking Giant Man, he was only $200. They're like, let's get it out a little bit early. Only $200. If we do something else, then people will be okay with it. They'll have a little more time to back it. It'll be a bigger thing, and we'll offer something that's like maybe more expensive, and just to kind of see if there's a.
Oh, so you think it's like we gave you the cheap thing, and now we're going to give you the big expensive thing? Is that what you're thinking?
I think they'll try to give something that's not $200, but I think not saying that it's not the value could certainly be there. I think they could offer something that has the value behind it. I think Giant Man was only $200, so it's like it's reasonable. Yeah, if they do release another one, then okay, maybe I'll go after that thing too. Giant Man's not as big of a release or announcement or controversy in a good or bad way. Like, it was talked about as like, wow, they did a reasonable thing and we're happy about it. So I think they'll release something else tomorrow, and that's why Giant Man wasn't saved.
Okay. There's some other thoughts here in the group. So I do want to plus those in. I think somebody said, I may have lost it, but they said if it would have been unveiled this weekend, it would have pushed too close to Christmas. But that's never stopped them before. In terms of, maybe they've learned from that or something. But 2 PulseCons ago, they had the Proton Pack, the Sky Striker, and the Rancor all going on relatively at the same time. So I don't know. We'll see. Here it is. Evo Genius. Perfect. Agree with other folks. Transformers Haslab. That's if there is going to be a Haslab, I do think it's Transformers. They've had a Transformers one around this time, 2 years running. So it'll be another Transformers one. The Transformer ones have been reasonably priced, and they've been very successful. So I don't see any reason why the Transformers one wouldn't be the Haslab for this go around. I'm not saying Hasbro's going to have another, or Marvel is going to have another Haslab. I just wonder what they'll have to show, given that Giant Man's already kind of out. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just wish that my brain would remember what last year was, because I know I signed up with Hasbro Pulse, last year, and I'm just trying to remember what it was. I know that the Proton Pack was not being pushed. It was like being revealed as like, this is what we got, and they were just like,
I think you're right. I think they did show it off or something,
but
like
I can't. I'm trying to like Google it now to see what the big item was. I thought
it was Transformers. That was it. That was the only Haslab last year for PulseCon. So Engine of Vengeance had already, or was either close to not backing, or had already. Because that was August. It was post Comic-Con.
All right. Well, then I take back everything I've ever said tonight. Let's start over. This Geek Dad Life. We're talking in PulseCon. My guess is I'm gonna take my Giant Man thing and say they just released that because they're not gonna have room for it at this thing, and the big thing will be something else. Transformers, probably not, because they did it last year, right? So it's got to be like GI Joe or one of these other.
No, I think it's Transformers. I think it's gonna be boring and do Transformers again. That's my guess. Because you just had Star Wars, a successful one,
right?
Marvel's going on right now, and GI Joe just had one 2 months ago, or it finished during Comic-Con, so end of July.
Transformers one succeed?
Yeah, the past 2. So I think it's Transformers.
Oh,
easy.
Well, then that makes sense then. Yeah, because it's like kind of follow the path. Like that's successful for them.
Yeah. And there was Deathosaurus last year. It did really well. So yeah,
you're
right.
Best guy in your show to really help you out here and just fumble over everything I've said tonight.
You're doing great. You're doing great. 1.6 shooter Engine Avengers was still going. You're right. It was in October at NYCC, but I think they opened it up in October. I feel like. I don't know. Engine Avengers was rough. That just was a rough period of time. Dartherian, this is a great theory, and I would have totally like co-signed to this one, some type of Ghostbusters Haslab, because the Proton Pack did really, really well. But the fact that they don't have Ghostbusters anywhere on the web page leads me to believe that there's not going to be any Ghostbusters at this thing.
Right. And is the movie being delayed because of all the strikes and stuff?
No, I just think the timeline when they were filming, because it's in post-production, so there's no delay as far as actors or anything goes.
Unless they have to do reshoots or anything.
I think it's even beyond that, because I feel like they just showed a cut to they did a cut screening recently.
Okay. Well, then that's great. Because I was just worried that the Ghostbusters might not even be on the list, because maybe they're like, well, we need to kind of wait until we can catch up with the release of all this stuff, because we don't have anybody that can talk about it. We can't like promote it with the actors and stuff. So it's like it's a delicate area. And it reminds me of The Flash with Mezco and Batman. It's like people were waiting like 2 or 3 years for that Batman, but The Flash kept getting delayed because of COVID. So I think Mezco was just sitting on those things forever, being like, well, we got to really just push them around and then pre-order. And I think that's exactly what happened. I think they were just kind of like hanging out, holding on to a bunch of them and trying to do it with the movie.
Yeah. No, it's fair. I think you're 100% right. With it being pushed back, it's just not going to happen. I think if there's a leak, Michael Miller, maybe we get Power Rangers will be a Haslab. We haven't got a Power Rangers Haslab yet.
That would be awesome, actually. The Black Rangers X, that would be sweet.
Like a legit, I don't know, or my dream for Power Rangers, and it's been in every prediction thing we've done for Pulse, whatever.
1-to-1 scale Megazord.
Not a 1-to-1 scale. But Sentinel scale. Like I want a Megazord that big.
Yeah.
And I know that's still not to scale to the Lightning Collection figures, but still, it would look cool to have a big ass Megazord with your Lightning Collection figures.
I mean, people love Power Rangers, and people are still fighting to get more Power Rangers, but isn't that whole line on hold for now?
Sure, but why can't you just give me a Haslab? I don't care if it's on hold or not. Just give me a goddamn Haslab. That's all I want. It's all I want for Christmas.
Well,
that's not true, but
write your letter to Santa.
I will. I've asked. Again, it has been every PulseCon prediction show. So 3 years running now. I've sent out signals for a Haslab Megazord. And every year, nothing.
They just don't make it that long into the live video, I guess. We got good information. Let's go. Nostalgia Unboxed. We could never work with him.
Proper Green Ranger helmet, shield, dagger that makes sounds. That'd be cool. Or even Haslab Dragonzord. Dragonzord and Megazord. I don't care.
What do you think would sell better? I mean, the Green Ranger is just like a icon on his own, but
he is.
Do you think the Megazord or the?
If I had to choose between the two, and again, Green Ranger's my guy, right? I love him. Rest in peace. But I think Megazord is the more iconic. I've got my vintage Bandai there, and I have the Megazord and the Dragonzord, side by side there. But I think the Megazord's more iconic.
Yeah,
for what it's worth.
Right. Yeah, I think it would do better, and you'd have to start with that one. It's just like you said, it's more iconic. You start there, and then next year or 2 years later, you try to see if you can do the other one.
Yeah. I think this would be dastardly, Bootcat. What if they did Lightning Collection 12 scale Zords across 3 separate Haslabs? So you do blue and yellow as one, black and pink, and then red by itself. So it's like a combiner. that could be 12th scale.
Oh my god!
And then when you put that sucker together, it would be like this big.
It'd be it would have to be bigger than that.
Probably
you could not do 1/12 scale. Because
what would 12 scale be?
They're in the head of the thing.
Yeah. No,
So
it's the chest. Or no, it is the head. You're right. It is the head. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Right?
You're right.
But they're tiny.
Yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't work. It would
but
maybe epic. It's just like you just shove them in there. I don't know.
I do like the idea of making them much larger and just releasing them in like sets. But you just gotta. It's like, well, you can't do a Haslab that way, because then if the next one fails and
exactly,
you just like, it'd be awful.
Maddie Collector, glorious Maddie Collector did a really big Voltron. It's not that one. I have the Playmates one from a few years back. That I bought into, and it was that you had to sub up and basically commit to, getting charged a couple hundred, I don't remember how much it was per lion, but it wasn't cheap. And then eventually you would get all the pieces, and then you could connect them together to make a really big, I think the biggest Voltron that's ever been made. And I think it was like all together, like it was really big. It was bigger than a Sentinel, I think, if I remember correctly. And so I subbed up for that. I got every single one. And then when reviews started to come out, people putting them together, it wouldn't stand up and stuff like that. So I just sold them all. I never even assembled it.
Oh no.
So
that's sad. Do you have sadness in your heart?
Nah, I got at the Playmates one, the retro one. They put it on clearance at Target, the Target that we both did the toy hunt video in. So I got that whole thing for like $20 on clearance at that Target.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's just real quick. I did want to show before we get to cats. I do want to talk about Cats Lair for a second. But just checking in on the Haslab Giant Man. It's kind of plateauing right now. So it's at 4,748. It needs to hit 10,000 to be unlocked. It's trending, as you can see, below the Engine of Vengeance, which had a little spike up here for its early bird backer, which it didn't hit. And so it's not quite to there. And, at the show this weekend, I heard a lot of people talking about how they're concerned about how it's performing right now. And I will say this. Engine of Vengeance was a unique situation. And so even though this is trending below Engine of Vengeance, I think this thing just has a smaller audience. And given its price point, it's almost halfway there. And if you look at every Haslab before it, you have the initial shot up, and then you have the plateau, and then you have the last day surge. And I think when you factor in, if it just kind of hovers along, growing a little bit each day, and then it'll get its last day surge, I think it goes beyond the 10,000. And I think, don't hold your breath on tears. So don't shed any tears for your tears. But I think it will fund.
It's looking at the graph, what website is this?
Geekdadlife.com.
Cool. I'm gonna write that down.
Put a link in the chat.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that initial spike for the early stuff on the Vengeance is really interesting, and I guess there's just really nothing that exciting with this Giant Man. You think that's what's stopping that kind of excitement?
I think it's exciting for a group of Marvel Legends collectors. I've said this before, I don't think it has that big, broad appeal,
right,
that a Sentinel has. Like, I just think even if you're super
sure.
casual, a Sentinel, and you'd want a Sentinel because it's cool and big,
Right. Yeah, and I think people like myself are going to be more familiar with the things that they grew up with, would be like X-Men and Spider-Man because of TV.
Yeah.
And then beyond that, it's just like, there's so many weird and different characters I don't know.
Yeah.
Even getting into it now.
Yeah.
Like if the Sentinel came out during my time of doing all this, I'd be like, that's something I would definitely jump on.
Yeah.
But Giant Man, So, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I hope it hits because it's always sad to see the collectors that are excited about it not be able to get it because there just wasn't the right amount of people behind it.
Bean says Galactus didn't fund until the last week. The tiers hit in the last weekend. So, and if you want to play along at home, the Galactus is the purple line here. So it did do better once upon a time than the Giant Man. But again, I think you factor in that last, and as it gets closer to the end, I'm sure Brian Brink will do another projection. And if you remember correctly, with the Ghosts, Brian Brink was within a couple, 10 or 12. I don't know. It was within 100 of what it ended up being in the end. So I think it's still going to be okay. All right. It is. I don't know. Any last thoughts for PulseCon? There's Magic the Gathering. I got out of MTG. Were you ever into MTG, Magic the Gathering? Did you ever go hard?
Yeah. This would have been like 2010, around that time.
Oh man, I was into it in 2010 as well, but you weren't living here yet.
No,
if we would have
ran the same. But friend and I, we would just go to Target every weekend and grab one of those $40 boxes.
To
start. Yeah, it was great, but it gets expensive fast.
So expensive.
It was just okay, I can't do this. And I as an artist was just always just captivated by the cards, and sometimes that would influence how I would want to build a deck because these just look way cooler.
I got really big into it in the 90s and then early 2000s, and then I quit, and then I got back into it more 2011 to 2013. And when it got to the point where every new release, I was going to the card shop and buying the full $100 and something, individually packed boxes and stuff like that. And I was just like, what have I become? So then I quit, and I haven't gone back since. It's been, I think I've been clean a decade.
Nice.
I've been MTG clean for a decade, which
I'm glad to hear it.
I'm pretty happy about it. What was your favorite deck type?
I don't remember.
Mine? Okay. I loved a rainbow sliver deck.
Oh God.
You ever use slivers? Remember slivers? No. So they were these little creatures that would all their abilities would stack up on each other. And they had the sliver queen, and you had to have one of each color to bring her out, and she could just breed more slivers.
Oh geez.
It was such a fun group of cards to play with. And it would piss people off. But anyway, all right, let's talk about some Super 7 Cats Lair.
No, but before we go in, you asked me if I had anything else to say, and then you just kept talking.
You're right.
Jay, am I right, chat?
Go ahead.
Am I right? What I want, I gotta look his name up because I forget. A Themberchode. You know who Themberchode is?
No, Themberchode?
Themberchode is the name of that fat, juicy dragon from the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Oh, that dude.
Yes.
Hold on, I'm getting some images here.
Because we got there have been plenty of the movie toys, and there is a dragon for Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
It's just a cool normal dragon. I want this fat boy. His name is Chode.
Yeah, Chunky Monkey. Yeah.
And wherever the movie shot is. But yes, look at him.
He's such a cutie.
There's so much fan art. There's plushies. Tell me that it would not be awesome.
Yep. But it's surprisingly for that movie, and I think the movie did well, and it was a really good movie. Did you watch Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It was really good. But yeah, would love that Chonkster. I think most people would want Tiamat, just because if they did a Haslab Tiamat, that'd be huge. I think we said that last time because that's when we were in the heat of Dungeons and Dragons stuff. I don't think it's gonna happen this time, ladies and gentlemen, but Tiamat would be cool. But this guy would. I didn't even know he had a name. I know. That's on me. I should have known.
The name just makes it even better. Look at him.
Just slonking around. So it's Themberchode?
That's his name. It's right there. Look at it.
Is that really how it's pronounced?
I don't know. Chode is short as it is wide. And some, there's jokes about.
That's what she said.
But yeah, no, okay, all right, I'm down with that. Anything else that you want to see?
So I have pre-ordered all of the X-Men 97 figures.
Okay.
I think the head sculpts look great. I think this is like, whoa.
They do. They look great.
Daddy likey. And I'm gonna rip them out of those card backs and play with them.
I love that.
I want some freaking some more stuff from that. But how do we not have? And my friend Moscato Bot brings this up all the time.
Mm-hmm.
How do we not have a cartoon animated series accurate Beast?
Damn.
Doesn't make sense. So I'm hoping that there's they're just going to push more for that wave because we only got 5 or 6 figures.
It's Bishop, Wolverine, Rogue, Storm, Scott, and Magneto.
Gambit.
Oh, and Gambit. That's 7. There's no Jubilee, right? No Jubilee.
No. Which she desperately needs updated. But yeah, I think, just saying, the sculpts looked really good from the videos that some people I know were at.
I saw them in person at Comic-Con. They looked amazing.
Yeah, I know.
They look great.
One of those people.
Yeah, just go to hell.
But I think it would be nice to see the rest of that line. Yes, go to a wave 2. Legends looks so good, but the show got pushed, so I bet wave 2 is too. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
he's got that Canadian brain. He's smart. Okay? The knowledge.
All right, give me pregnant Jean. Is she pregnant in this show? Did I miss that? I must have missed that.
No, he's just a weirdo.
And Jabertooth. Yeah, maybe we'll get Jabertooth in there. Jabertooth and Wolverine.
Mondo scale though.
Exactly. Haslab 6-inch Beast, only $50. Done. Yeah, I mean, are you okay with it being a primo kind of?
That's true, man. He's gonna be like the Blob back here.
Yeah. So, but I mean, here's my problem with
that's all new retooling for a Beast.
Yeah, it would be because I have the only time I think they've made the blue one. Oh, they did the blue one with the doctor coat, right? But it still wasn't like animation.
Doctor coat, that's right.
Doctor coat. It's official term, doctor coat. But oh fudge, I lost my train of thought. But anyway, but this is my problem with the Marvel team.
Tell me.
One, I love the Marvel team. Ryan Ting.
That's not a problem.
They're great people. But they seem to have to spread out their toy budget, so to speak, on all Marvel things.
Yeah.
So it's MCU, it's animated, it's comic book, it's whatever. And what happens is, what happened with Spider-Man Across the Universe, you get one wave of figures, and that's it.
Well, same thing with the VHS collection. The Dan Wiesemeyer did the artwork for. So that stuff I was collecting. Some of the boxes are empty. They're actually back here.
Yeah.
Most of them have a figure in there, but it was I really like the artwork, and then they just stopped. And there's so many main characters. They don't even have a Magneto yet.
Yeah, right. And so, and I get it, but so I understand that approach, but I almost wish they would just be like, you know what? F it. We know X-Men 97 is going to be huge. We're just going to, it's X-Men 97 for 3 months, and that's all you're getting, and just commit to it hard.
Yeah. I think that it's a smart route.
But it must not be, because that's not what they do. That must not be a good business decision, but I don't know. It's just what I want.
Then why even release the main figures? Because they didn't know there was going to be a delay?
No, I think it's you got to do it because you got to support a show. But there's so many Marvel things that they got to have enough things supporting all, the Loki season 2 and Invasion and MCU and the comic books and
That's true.
I think it's just too much to do, but I just want them to
make you happy.
I think it would make a lot of people. It would make you happy. You want a wave too.
Yeah, but then the Loki people would not be happy because they didn't get their season 2 figures.
Okay, but are there Loki people though?
I'm willing to guess that I don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, I'm sure I liked Loki. Don't get me wrong. I just don't need another. What's his name?
Loki.
No.
Tom Hiddleston.
No. The wow. What's his name? What's his name?
No,
Damn
keep
it.
going. This is better.
He's a brother.
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson and Luke Wilson. But yeah, I don't need another Owen Wilson in a suit.
All right, fine. We'll give him a casual jacket.
That's I don't want another Owen Wilson. That's what I'm saying.
We heard you. He gets a casual jacket.
Wow.
Look at this jacket. Wow.
Wow.
I was gonna say I think that there's probably more people that would go with like comic and toon related stuff than there are for realistic stuff. Is that true? Do you think?
But there's people that love the MCU stuff. Like
yeah,
people,
and I'm not saying that they don't.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that the pool of people I think would go more for, because there's more people like me that are like, oh, I love the retro, the thing that reminds me of the thing from when I was a kid, you know, but is a new version of that versus just a re-release.
Yeah,
where the movie stuff is so new and fresh. It's just like, wow, that looks good. That looks really cool. It's nice, but it doesn't mean as much to me because it's new and it's not, there's no nostalgia on a thing from 6 months ago.
Yeah. I love this from Derek Cooper. Jonathan can't name Star Wars characters for shit, but you can say he's a brother, and bingo, Owen Wilson.
I knew who he was talking about. Just,
you want to let me hang on a line for a little while. I see how it is.
Yeah, it's just, it is kind of funny that I don't know any of these people's names, but I want to talk about them and then buy them.
Well, you know, that's all that matters, right? In capitalism.
That's exactly right.
You know, pay that money.
Get your big old silver here and your shimmy shams. We don't care. Just call it whatever you want.
Yeah, just as long as you buy it. All right, let's talk about the Cats. Can we move on to Cat's Lair? Is that okay?
Fine. It ends in just a few hours Pacific Standard Time.
These products look, I don't know. I don't think these products are appropriate.
Well, it's your website. You wanted to add
whatever Google AdSense drops in there. Okay.
Based on your search history. And we got them, folks, live.
We got them. But the banner, drop it. All right. The Cat's Lair has had a very wonky chart, right? So it just was kind of humming along. Comic-Con was unveiled, and then like it's the early backer unlock, which is a key to Thundera. At 3,000, it hit that, like it jumped within a day.
That was the Mad Hatter video.
Yeah, it like included international orders, and boom, there you go.
That was when Mad Hatter made his video.
Which one?
He
made several.
It's thanks to him and his spike. He spiked it with his farewell.
Is that what he told you?
In one day video. Did you not watch it? He's our friend.
Yes, I know. He did that like Sunday of Comic-Con.
Panel.
He did that Sunday at Comic-Con. That was like this dot right here. Okay. As much as I love that video, it was, and I think even Ryan Dole said it. Favorite video from Comic-Con was his time. Was it Time After Time? No, what was the song that he closed out with?
Doesn't matter. We're giving him too much air.
Yeah, it's way too much air.
Get back into what you were saying.
But anyway, we're seeing a last day spike because today's the last day you can get it. Something of note, Mega J messaged me earlier today. The cutoff, which is supposed to be 12 p.m., is not set to any specific time zone.
Pacific Standard Time.
It's not. It's like, so say Ace, who lives in Hong Kong from Ramen Toys, he went on past 12 p.m. his time, because remember, they're in the future, I think. And it wouldn't let him purchase it.
Oh.
So
that's weird.
So for East Coasters, your time, if it works the same way it works for other people, you gotta get your orders in now. Okay, you got 2 hours, less than 2 hours.
Maybe, we don't know. This doesn't make sense. It's stupid.
It isn't very smart.
I looked it up before this thing, and it like legit said Pacific Standard Time, and I was like, I'm gonna put that in my memory and do a Ryan Dole and have some knowledge. And then I shared it, and I'm somehow still an idiot.
You're not an idiot. You're very smart. You have glasses, okay? But yeah, here we go. Mega J in the chat. It's crazy. 11:59 PST. Nope. It's according to your own time zone. We have less than 2 hours to go on the East Coast. Yeah, I guess Hawaii would get the last dibs at this thing.
Well, that's what VPNs are for.
That's true. Yeah, Charlie Weaver, same wavelength here. Time for a NordVPN sponsorship, Jay. Who do I use? I use ExpressVPN. That's no ad. That's just what I do use is ExpressVPN. Mainly
anyway, get 10% off by using code DADLIFE.
Yeah, Geek Dad. Okay, 13 to 4K. So it could happen any moment. A lot of people have asked, Jay, have you put in your order for the Cat's Lair? I did today. I put in an order. I'm officially.
You waited till today?
I waited till today.
Why?
Because I didn't have the money. I got like $800 just lying around willy-nilly.
Yes.
No.
I saw how many toys you were selling yesterday.
And where do you think that money's going to, my friend? It's going to a Cat's Lair. So yes, I put in my order today. I am now Cat's Lair official. Cat's Lair elite, as Ryan Dole would say.
Which one of your kids has to live in that thing now?
No, luckily they have their own rooms. I have my room, they have their room, so it's fine.
All right, thanks for yes-anding me.
No, because screw you. You have me hanging on the Owen Wilson thing. Oh damn, I should have said that. $800 lying around.
Wow, Charlie Weaver, he knows.
He'd be a better
Geek Dad?
Yeah, he'd be a better partner.
Geek Dad Jokes. That's his channel.
Future Jay is spending money. Yeah, I spent up a lot. Colleen, what's up? No Cat Lair and Cat. Is Colleen here?
Earlier.
Did she jump in? Okay, good. She's not here right now. Because I don't know if she really knows that I bought the Cat's Lair. So I'd rather keep that one on the down low.
Oh boy.
I mean, she knows I was gonna get it.
She can't be that. She's a nice lady. She sold 5 turtles while you were running around the convention thing yesterday.
Yeah, with the kids, and you guys got to man the booth.
She's over there like putting the work in, and you're just, what's over here at this other booth?
My kids were dragging me around, you jerk. Wait, what? Flash? Hold on. Similar situation. Pornhub is blocked in Virginia. What? What? That's news to me.
That is weird.
That is weird. I love the storyline that you hide. I don't hide purchases. I just don't, I don't like flaunt it, The
nice thing is about the Cat's Lair is that you can hide future purchases inside of it.
Which is perfect.
Yeah.
Which is perfect. But we got a long time till I'll have to even have this thing in the house. Like, it's Super 7. They're going to make it. It's going to be nice, but it's going to take like 2.5 years at minimum. At minimum.
So true.
So anyway, so people have asked, I plus one in the chat, but I took it out, but Toy Sources. Yeah. Are you, this is great content. You love good content, Jonathan. Are you backing this thing?
No. There's your content.
Thanks for yes-anding me.
Yeah, I did. So is it good content in the sense that like if I got it and reviewed it?
I don't know. Why? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you make something really funny with it or something like that. You do something clever.
No, I think I'm just not a huge Thundercats guy. I love cats.
Yeah.
Thunder's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But we put them together and I'm less interested. I watched a few episodes when I was a kid and I'm obviously familiar with it and stuff. And I've had the privilege of being able to review a couple things thanks to a friend sending me stuff last year for Super 7 items.
Yeah.
But yeah, that thing, especially size-wise, there's no way that I could commit to something like that.
That's fair. It would
money away. If it was $100, I'd still go no.
It'd be like your whole backdrop would be it, right?
I could never review it. It just wouldn't fit. You just have this like out of focus gray or blue.
But here's the thing. Okay, you and I, we like YouTube and we like throwing ideas out and stuff like that. Spitballing ideas and stuff. But think about it. I think that's your angle. That's your story. is that you cannot physically review this playset. And that is the story of the video.
Right. That's the review.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Let me borrow yours when it comes out.
Well, no, I gotta do my video for it. You want
still do yours?
Sloppy seconds
You'll
on my
spend 3 days making it, and it'll be like one of the best videos on the internet about it. And then I'll get it, and then it'll be like, yep, it didn't work. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Enjoy the posing segment.
Come on, I'm singing now. It's just like the review that I said couldn't be done.
Dun, gung, gung.
Too big to
fall in love with Super 7.
My lazy Susan couldn't handle hookers.
Dude, there legit have been times I put stuff on there and it's like yeah, I'm gonna need to upgrade, but I got 2 years to plan. Who knows? I might not, hopefully not be in this apartment in 2 years.
Fingers crossed. Maybe it's like 3 years. That's what I'm saying. This is a future Jonathan problem. I gotta get you locked in on this future you problem stuff. Like, just
the future me problem is ramen toys.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
The Musk and the street scene and the future of where that can all grow. And oh man.
Yeah. No, the Musk thing is exciting. I don't know. Ace, are you watching right now? You can jump on right now and talk about it if you want to. But yeah, no, it looks it's looking really good. Are you bought in? Because I think it's gonna be modular, right? You can get the smaller one for like $150, or you could go all out, drop $300 and get a huge cityscape with the sewer. What do you think?
Whatever he ends up just locking down and saying this is what we're gonna offer now, and then I'm sure he'll say like, but we planned for things to be able to add on and change down the road. Whatever that big set is, I'm just gonna lock in and say that's what I'm going after.
Yeah.
Okay. I was in at the sewer set.
Yeah.
Just one room. But how modular everything is, and then just like I think it's just gonna be awesome, and then it won't fit anywhere. And Colleen is back in the chat, man. She's on my side, so
listen. I don't like how you're all like frenzy now, because then you're both ganging up on me and I don't appreciate it. Damn it.
Think of it as more of like we love you. We care about you. Okay. We just want
what's best for you. Exactly. We're worried about you.
Yeah. We're doing this because we care. And also is her picture holding a basket of bread or rolls or something?
Yeah, she loves bread.
Okay, nice.
She's
when it's small, it legit looks like a baby wrapped in like a blanket or something. But
I think it's at Angus Barn. Have you been to Angus Barn yet?
No, because we know how much it costs.
That's you and me. We're gonna have like Toy Tuber guys night out. I'm gonna take you to Angus Barn and we're gonna eat some bread.
that's my budget can handle that.
My treat. I will take you. We'll celebrate the year and whatever. Whenever we do your next toy hunt idea, we'll tease there. Maybe we cap it off with a drink in the Wild Turkey Lounge at Angus Barn. There you go.
Nice. Well, that sounds like a blast.
Okay. What else am I gonna say? Oh, hey, if anybody wants to stump Jonathan, we'll have Stump Jonathan tonight. Send in your accessories, geekdeadlife@gmail.com. I don't think I have any currently. So if you want to try and stump him on his knowledge of toy accessories, which probably pretty easy to be honest.
Yeah.
We'll celebrate you buying the Cat's Lair. But here, I plussed it in and didn't really talk about it. This is the thing. It's Super 7. It'll be out in like 7 years. You got plenty of time.
Listen, I want to say that I appreciate and I support and I love the people behind Super 7 that are the sculptors, the painters, the creators.
Yeah.
The people that are just doing their jobs.
Sure.
I hope that in 7 years when that thing gets released, that they're still able to be around, because I do fear for the company as of late.
Okay, that's right. Because I mean, you're kind of you're known as a I don't want to say Super 7 hater, but you know, I mean, this channel has been accused of being a Super 7 hater as well. So
I hate Hasbro. I just am constantly disappointed in Super 7.
You're not mad. You're just disappointed.
Like, I trust the people behind creating this stuff in Super 7 and like the renders and all this. It's like these people love it and they want it to be the thing that we want it to be. They want that Andre the Giant or Tommy Green Ranger to look as good as they rendered it. And that was the goal. And then we get it and it's just poopy poop butts. So it's like whoever's making the decision to not correct those things and still just say, well, the manufacturers just didn't do what we wanted to. I guess you just get a cheaper gross thing. Instead of saying like, well, let's see what we can do. Let's fix it. Let's stop it. Let's have somebody that we hire that is local to those plants, those manufacturing facilities, that is a one-to-one correspondent with us that can look at this stuff and say, yes, it meets our standards.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's all. But that's why I like the people that are making all this stuff.
Yeah, I get it. I feel you. We do have a new family member, SB Misfit. Welcome to the GDL family.
I got family.
You got family with the GDL family. Thank you for joining. Let's hold on. I think I have a super chat as well. In regards to Stump That Than, Jonathan was already stumped by the Star Wars graphic.
No!
Oh no!
She can't stand there.
Do you need a stand for the Mondo Jubilee?
She's just in like her like little prime zone on top of some VHS. But
wait, she's standing on the VHS tapes? Yeah, we gotta fix that.
Yeah.
You know what she could stand on? A cat's lair.
I'm never this close to the edge of the desk. Yeah. It's only in lives because the camera's here. Anyway, let's stump me if you can. Nice try, folks.
Let's see. You can now hire Vin Diesel to say your family for $500,000. Is that his cameo fee?
That's exaggerated.
Let's see. Ultimates Rita looks amazing. So who cares about Tommy? The Ultimates Rita. People are digging that one. For what that's worth. This is what I'll say is,
but it's not in person yet, right?
I don't know. But here's the thing.
One?
I agree. And trust me, I've had a tumultuous relationship with Super 7.
Yeah.
Even though Kyle and I are BFFs now. Oh. But even still, I will call it out when I see it. But they've done play sets really well. And I thought the Thunder Tank was really well done. So I think the Cat's Lair will be fine because the Cat's Lair doesn't have a human face on its top of its head.
Yeah,
so I think we'll be fine.
They do well with play sets, yeah, for sure.
All right. And then I have a couple other chats we'll talk about before we get into Stump Than. Ace probably should try a different hashtag because hashtag Musk is usually kind of busy with other stuff. Elon. And then MIS1. Hey, Nostalgia, can I have your 89 Batmobile and Batman now? Yeah, you didn't really dig that set, did you?
People come off as like, what am I trying to say?
I don't know.
The people that were like big time McFarlane fans really think that I was just like ripping that thing apart. And it's just like, no, like Keaton shouldn't have a neck like that. Here's a couple issues. The paint's not great, but it's worth the $60 or $75. I still thought it was worth that price because you won't get it anywhere else.
That's fair.
But
that's fair.
Didn't hate it.
Real quick. We hit it. Tiger Lab, Ted Biaselli in the chat. Ted, how are you, man? Hey, One Piece. If you haven't watched it yet, One Piece, so good. Please, I don't plan to watch it already. They don't.
I know it's got to be good because it's also been approved for 6 seasons or something crazy.
It's really good. The whole family watched it in this household. We all dug it. I was a little worried though, Ted. I'm kind of curious. The rating said rated like grown up for nudity, and there was never, unless I just wasn't paying attention, there was never nudity in it. What was that about, Ted?
And he was looking.
I was trust me, I was keeping an eye out.
But you want to do that Monkey D.
Monkey D Luffy. Quip also became a family member. Hold on, I got you.
I got family.
Welcome to the family, Quip. But yeah, 4,000 backers, so we're getting the lab. I wonder, I don't think we're gonna get the see-through male nudity. There was a naked dude. I remember seeing a naked dude. Was it their butts? Like his butts doesn't count.
Who the hell's Tom Everett Scott?
There was a naked penis in it? Did I miss that? Anyway.
What the fudge?
Oh, is it? No, I was thinking Tuck is catching the mod. Sorry, Colleen, you're the only moderator I have, so hopefully there was male nudity. Where did I miss the male nudity? I don't know. Maybe I feel like I would have seen it. Anyway, yeah, One Piece, so good.
That was the one piece you missed.
Somebody okay, said it's a butt. Okay, a butt doesn't count.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, listen, I love a good butt too, but come on, it doesn't count. Oh,
yep. People say I do look like Tobey Maguire. Get that all the time, especially in person. And then somebody said that they thought that I look like Tom. Derek Hoover said they believe I look like Tom Everett Scott, which I wouldn't have been able to ever tell you who this guy was until I looked him up. But he was an American Werewolf in Paris. He was in that.
Or if you're a fan of one of the great films of the 90s, That Thing You Do.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Shades in That Thing You Do.
That's right.
What's really funny is whenever we hang out in public, people recognize you.
That's true.
And they don't know who the F I am, which it doesn't bother me. I don't care. But it's really because I was like, people are introducing themselves to you and stuff. And you're always very nice and cordial, like, hey, and here's Geek Dad Life. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But anyways, Jonathan.
I don't get it. I mean, yeah.
People, it's not like people don't recognize me. It's just
weird standing next to each other.
It's whenever we're standing next to each other, people say hi to you and they're like, hey, it's Nostalgia Unboxed. And then you're very gracious, like, hey, there's Jay from Geek Dad Life. I'm like, huh? Oh, sure, yeah, whatever. But anyways, Jonathan. It's really funny. But anyway, okay, so butts. I guess there is a butt in One Piece. But go check it out for the butt and a really good show. That's all I'll say. Yeah. Talk about maybe the best butt on streams right now.
Yeah. That first episode, that picture, her sitting on that thing was just like everybody was losing their mind over it. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, because then in this past episode, there was like a 20-second shot of just her butt, which I'm a butt guy, so I'm not gonna argue it, but
you McGregor, man,
he did all right. But, speaking of nudity, though, but we've seen
I think
McGregor fully naked.
Did all right.
Yeah, exactly. They both did okay. They both did okay. So many tush shots. One of my favorite memes is just like, I watch Ahsoka for the story, and then the story is just all the pictures of all the butts.
That's funny.
Anyway, let's move on here. Are you ready to get stumped or something?
Maybe? Yeah, you can try.
Oh, dang. We got a lot of stumps. People really want to stump you.
Tap into my inner Ryan Dole.
Well, let me at least talk about the after show, Geek Dad Life After Dark. Jonathan, you said you'll hang for a minute until you fall asleep.
Yeah.
Whenever that is. But I gotta talk about my epic toy show haul from the toy show, but that both you and I were. I was up to sell. You came there as a person looking to buy things. But usually in After Dark, I share my latest toy hauls, or our guest shares the latest toy hauls. But for myself, I got a big old haul from the toy show. So excited to share that.
After Dark. You got there.
Yeah, so if you're not a patron, it's $5. So come hang out.
Only
After Dark.
$5.
Only $5. And
what all do they get for that for $5?
You get access to our exclusive Discord. You get access to our FTG after show, the Geek Dad Life After Dark.
Hold on.
Get access. What?
Hold on. We're gonna do a cut. We're gonna go back to 1.
Yeah. Okay.
Take it from the top.
You get access to our exclusive Discord server, and you get access to our exclusive weekly Toy Geeks after show, Geek Dad Life After Dark. It's great. I think there's other things, but those are the big things.
There are other things.
Become a patron. $5. Only $5. That's less than a cup of coffee a week.
Hey. Well, it's only $5 a month, so 1 cup of coffee a month.
Sure, whatever.
Not $5. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. Less than a cup of. It's less than a cup of coffee. Aren't coffees like $8 now?
Yeah.
Anyway, right. And if it's past your bedtime, don't worry, because you can just watch it the next day. Just like this show, about 1,000, maybe 1,000 to 2,000 watch live. and then like another 4,000 watch afterwards. So for After Dark too, like maybe
look at me.
50 people.
I get.
Oh, stop it! You get plenty of views too. Don't even get at me there. But then, for After Dark, maybe 50 people watch live, and then another like 300 watch after the fact. So, come play, or play the next day. It's fine. And lots of network possibilities. Yeah, exactly. The Discord's great, and we do talk more about butts in After Dark. So, got that going for us. Okay. Oh snap, there's so many Stump U's. Well, okay, I gotta put this one in here because it's from Toy Sorceress, who had to do her own Stump Sorceress section. And people were kind of ticked off at me that it was really tough for Toy Sorceress. And they were really sent for John, which they're trying to be, hard for John, but let me see. Man, I'm not gonna do that one. Well, I guess I could do that one. Put that in there. You're not gonna. There's no way you get that one. And then
this is so fun for everybody.
All right,
you are determining what I will or will not get.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't. People get mad if I make it too hard for you. That's all.
Give me the hardest one on there. And then we'll get into the real stuff.
We'll see if you knock these out of the park. We'll say. Okay, it's good. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yeah, born.
It's that time again. It's time to stump Jonathan on his knowledge of all things toy accessories. Don't ask him about Star Wars characters, but if it comes to toy accessories, I have no idea how he's gonna do. We'll challenge him that in a second. Let's call Stump that Jonathan. So everywhere all around the world, it's time to do what? It's time to stump that Jonathan. All right. These Stump Johns were submitted by Patrick, Sorceress, and is there a name? Sean's Toy Room. Okay. A word for butts just made me question life. Oh, and yes, turn off the chat. People are asking you to turn off the chat.
Oh, me to turn it off.
Yeah. So you can't. Okay. So people can guess. Okay.
There is a delay, so I mean, it should be fine.
No cheating. No cheats. Here we go. This is an accessory.
Oh, yes. We all know this one. This is from Rumpelstiltskin's Extreme Set from 1992. It was a Playmates exclusive from 1992. This is Wrangleby Barkson. No, that's not it. Wrangleby Barkson. That's it. Barkson.
I don't think so.
What are you talking about?
Wait, what?
Wrangleby Barkson.
That's not a name.
Chat, you guys can support me. You know this is who that is. The Playmates exclusive Wrangleby Barkson Rumpelstiltskin set.
That's not what this was said by Patrick.
Well, Patrick's dumb.
The answer he gave me is not that.
Okay, what is it? It's Barkson. A lot of people wanted this. My best friend in elementary school had it. It's the second grade for me. 1992. I told you. I'd go to his house, stay the night sometimes, and he'd usually like give me a toy the next morning when I was picked up by my mom, which is crazy in retrospect. That's how I got my Ace Duck. I think we talked about that when we did our toy hunt. But Barkson, he would never give up.
Oh, God. Wait, what did you name him again?
Go in the room and like give him some air. What's wrong with him? Put a paper bag on him. He's hyperventilating. Barkson,
what's his name again? What did you name him? Barkson?
I didn't name him, but that yes. Final answer for $1 million. Thank you. Let's go.
Oh my god. Great guess, but no, that's not it. I'm sorry.
I mean, okay, so who is it?
I mean, I'll give you 100 comedy points. Congratulations. So I mean, people know you're a big Turtles guy. So biting bulldog from Green Beret Raph.
No. You were the best thing about the.
I got the giggles now.
Yeah,
I gotta like. I can't.
You getting the giggles it's so easy to trigger. That's what made the toy hunt video so fun for me.
Okay.
Your giggle, a giggle box.
Okay. All right. But that's why I thought I was like, wait, did Playmates reuse this sculpt? Because it is a Playmates accessory. All right. Here we go. Moving on. Next one. Aw, cute kitty.
Well, this is pretty modern. This is definitely not something old. Interesting. Okay. Can I get like a hint, a category or something?
I'll give you a hint. It's modern.
Yeah. Well,
but it's based off of a 90s.
So it's a Super 7 thing?
No, it's not Super 7. It's not Super 7, but 90s cult classic that, you know, kind of was riding that TMNT style train.
Oh my God. But a modern thing, they haven't released Biker Mice. That's kind of riding that wave. There's the boys, the Froggy Boys.
The Froggy guys, yeah. This is probably the weirdest of the TMNT-esque things. And people have already gotten it in the chat.
Oh, well, chat's Googling it. Confirmed. Give a little more of a hint.
Okay. So yeah, 90s cult classic, one of the weirdest of the TMNT-ish kind of things. And it's a modern toy though, by not a big toy company. Not even a mid-major like Super 7 or NECA.
Well, what I was wanting to say was Battletoads, but
that's close, but it's not Battletoads. It's not Battletoads. And this one is from the Sorceress, so
so she knows what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not Froggy Boys, apparently.
Okay, and I'll give you the hilt, the tip of the hilt, I think is a hint.
Is it upside down?
Yeah. So this guy right here.
The little piggy head?
Yeah.
Little piggy?
Mm-hmm.
You know how to zoom? You can pinch and zoom.
Yeah, but I don't want to. Why am I going to make it that much easier for you? Here, fine, whatever.
Because I don't know what the fuck it is. I have no clue.
Okay. TMNT style, a pig, and modern toy company. Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay. You give up then?
Yes.
Barnyard Commandos by Premium DNA. Do you remember Barnyard Commandos?
Nope.
They're weird. They're weird.
I do not know this at all.
That's okay. That's all right. All right. This next one should, well, actually,
what
maybe
people
not.
mean when they say poser on my video. They're not talking about my
you're posing segment. I think you do great posing. You're a great poser.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's a special skill. It's an ability, a superpower.
All right, last piece. I'll give you a hint. Normally, you probably wouldn't be able to guess this name.
This is the hint is something that Alex, what is something that Hasbro used to include with their figures? Accessories.
Yep.
So Hasbro. I mean, it definitely looks like a Hasbro item.
I would say currently has been absorbed by Hasbro.
But this was not produced by Hasbro?
Well, I think currently maybe they have done a reissue and it has been, but originally it was not Hasbro. So that's one hint. The second hint is you probably wouldn't know the name of this character. That's my second hint.
Okay.
And that's based on this episode tonight. And then the third hint is it's a classic action figure. Classic.
What's that mean?
I don't know, it's just like a legend. It's like a iconic action figure.
Oh. So it's Star Wars?
Star Wars, yep.
Classic Star Wars figure.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so good with their names.
They were the only ones that came with this gun.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
It doesn't. But if you think, it doesn't look like a Stormtrooper blaster.
No.
It doesn't look like Han Solo's blaster.
No, it's not a Han Solo.
Doesn't Luke had a lightsaber?
Yeah. It doesn't even look, I mean, it doesn't look like what Leia used, but that's what I guess what we're leaning towards is Leia's blaster.
Is that your guess?
I guess that's what I'm gonna say. But there's
it is. It's Princess Leia Organa's blaster.
Leia blaster.
She had the same
like
blaster for her Cinnabon hair.
Just because it was a toy doesn't mean it looked like that, folks.
No,
Exactly. It was Kenner. It was like,
whatever.
Hey, you did great. You got one out of, and I'll give you the first one because that was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Can I look at the chat now? I missed 148 comments of people telling me that I'm an idiot, that I'm a stupid, dumb person. Why am I on the show?
You did great.
Oh, let me go to After Dark so I can see some more of this.
Oh, man. All right.
I only started collecting like a year ago.
Yeah, but you know what? I think, but look at how far you've come in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Well over 8,000 subscribers. Well on your way.
That I'm Tobey Maguire, and they stick around. They're like, wait, what?
Ooh. Well, I guess I'm here. It's better than doing nothing. But anyway, folks in the chat, if you're watching this and you haven't given Nostalgia Unboxed a subscribe, hit the bell, watch one of their videos. I think you're doing yourself a disservice. I think since the first video I saw of yours was your Robin Hood video, and since then I've been an absolute just fan of what you do. Your approach to toy reviews is refreshing and so much fun. And I think what I love about you the most is you're innovative and you're always pushing for new ideas. It's something I admire in the work that you do. So anybody out there that enjoys action figure reviews, please go check out Nostalgia Unboxed on the YouTubes. But anything coming up on your channel this week that you want people to be, excited about?
This week. I have
nothing.
Two things are coming in the mail tomorrow, and I don't remember what they are.
That's great.
So that's good, which means stay tuned for something.
Where is it arriving from?
I don't remember. One is one's Ace Ventura. Okay. TMNT 1987. You ever see him in the chats or on social media and stuff? He sent me Ace Ventura. He found him from NECA. So childhood hero. So I will definitely be reviewing that. But then, oh God, I'm doing the same hand gesture as that thumbnail.
You have a style, If he wants to do a Nostalgia Unboxed video.
But I forgot what the other thing is. Doesn't matter. I promise you, come around, hang out. For me, we're going to learn about the figure if you're not familiar with the channel. We're here to check out the figure and stuff. But at the end of the day, for me, I remembered what's coming tomorrow.
Oh, what is it?
Mondo's Wolverine.
Oh.
Yeah. So this will be my second Mondo.
Ooh, okay.
And it's nice and timely.
Okay. Yeah.
I like to do my reviews about a year after the figure releases so that it's nice and fresh for people. It's like one of the no one cares about it anymore.
Yeah, and get you Prime for that one. You can watch the Jubilee. How would you spend $200? Mondo Jubilee. Or you can watch this. I think all toy tubers have done a pissed off at QC for Gargoyles video. I did mine a year or so back, different figure, but yeah, look, there you go. Same face you did in the video. The little thumbnail there. That's great.
That's my resting face.
But yeah, please go give a sub. Hit the sub and the bell so you don't miss any of it. Boom.
Yeah. Can I plug myself on your channel?
Yeah. That's why I was just plugging you for like 10 minutes, but sure, go ahead.
No, I appreciate it. I was asking if I could plug myself.
Sure, fine, whatever.
Okay. Come on. I'm not trying to get up in your space too much.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Too much, just like a little bit. Keep you a little freaky. Can I share my screen?
Sure, yeah.
There we go. All right. So if you go to the link that is on my YouTube channel or any of my social media things, tonight at midnight, these 25% off all of my art prints goes away. 25% off all of my merch goes away. So if you like large 11x17 prints, there's Ninja Turtle stuff. I know a lot of people like Ninja Turtles.
You do all this art, which is really cool.
This is all me, baby. There's all kinds of stuff. Yeah, these are like some of the most popular ones, but the discount will be applied at checkout. So when you go to the view cart, and then the discouount shows up there. So don't be freaked out prior.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some really good items in there. The newest one, the Jubilee.
Yeah, the Jubilee one's really cool. I love how you did that one.
Thank you. And that one is that's a pre-order because I have to get it. I get everything printed locally by a really good printer. And then all the merch. So if you like stickers or mugs or shirts, this is all stuff from my art. So I turned my drawing of this Goku into a shirt. So if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you can have a poster and a shirt that matches. Or if you like Mad Hatter, because his reviews are always in focus. But there's all kinds of goodies over there. So yeah, save 25% off. The limited 25 up here for that one. But yeah, that's it.
Boom. There you go. Get some cool stuff. Get some cool art. Here you go. Allison says you have an amazing Thor in there.
That's right. Yeah. She won my giveaway at the thanks to
I helped win that for her, right? By losing? Or I don't know.
Yeah. But my 1 year anniversary live stream. She got the big bundle of all the art and stuff.
Again, coming out after dark, we're gonna go over there right about Meow. Talk about my toy show haul. You didn't get anything at the toy show, but maybe you got other things you want to talk about.
Yeah, I have stuff.
Sure. Nothing there. I always get compliments on my Nostalgia Unboxed April O'Neil t-shirt. There you go. Jamelyn Parks, also a big fan.
Thank you so much.
All right. Anywho, I see X-Men. There you go, Ryan Dole. All right, everybody. Take care. And until next time, hasta luego. And goodbye. Have a good night, everybody.